Hi, so let's start week 10 module 1. So today is November 1st, first day of November. So we are starting new topic in the manufacturing system, so which is enterprise and management. So this is Unit 5. So the Unit 4 was secondary manufacturing processes. So we learned a lot variety of manufacturing processes. But since today we are learning about the management, manufacturing management. So with this module in the synchronous class, we will start our term project, which is developing a manufacturing system and product. So that's why we are learning this module. So this module is introducing the enterprise and management. What is enterprise and what is management? And I have four objectives. So first of all, you will need to define and describe what is the management, and then the functions of management. And you're gonna have to explain and give examples of management functions. And then I will also show a 5 kinds of activities carry the management process. So I want to start with this question. So what are the common feature for the people shown below? So you know many people in here. So Steve Jobs, so he is founder of Apple Computer, and Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, and Mark Zuckerberg, he's also founder of Facebook. Andrew Carnegie is known as king of steel industry. Henry Ford is the a father of the U.S. automotive, and Jeff Bezos is CEO of Amazon, and Walt Disney and Steve Wozniak. He's also co-founder of Apple Computer, and Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They are co-founders of the Google, and you know this guy Elon Musk. So, what are the common feature of them? That is entrepreneurs. So they started the business with their brilliant idea and they succeed. So this is the definitions of entrepreneur. So the people who have idea, so that should be brilliant, that should be great, but they are making change. So that is the person. So for the new product and service with special talents, and then they are action oriented people and willing to take financial risk. That is the key for entrepreneurs. They are willing to take risk, including financial and other kind of risk. So the enterprise is the term enterprise is a project or undertaking that is especially difficult and complicated or risk. So in general, enterprise refer to companies, firms, establishments, or corporations. So the three terms are similar, but the company is the recognized by IRS. They collect taxes based on this company, but from establishments are similar, but they are not registered in IRS. But in deeper definition, there are some differences, but mostly they are enterprise. They are doing some project or undertaking that is difficult, but and then they are making changes. So also there's different definition and units of economic organization or activities and systemic purpose of activity. That is enterprise. And then enterprise needs management, world management. So and then also manufacturing system needs a good management system. So this is definition of management provided by our textbook. So the groups who supervise and bring together the end inputs. Inputs are people, machines, material. Also, we can add such as process or safety. So the management is bringing together all the input into the system. So that's management, and then finances is a important part of management. So in finances, so we need to figure out some terms. So income, expenses, and profit. So income is just money to get from sales for a product or service. Expense is the cost of producing or product or service. That is expense. So the money that used for producing services. And profit is income minus expense. And then there are two types of profit. So retained earning or dividends. So the dividends is the among the income. Dividends is the giving back to the owner or the people who invested for the product. That is dividend, and this is also called shared the value. So share the profit of the paid for company stockholders. But retained earning is the money that we invest to the company. That's retained earning, the portion of profit that company used to expand its operation. So that is term related to management. And this is the well organized chart provided my textbook. So this is management. So let me just follow this chart. So management use people, machine, and material paid for by money. So most of management is for money and expenses, and united by method of management method to produce product or service, and that's exchanged in the line of this is goal. So market for money, and the money goes to pay cost. That's expense, right? That goes to expense. And then also money, we can obtain profit. Also profit goes to money for growth. That's retained the income, retained profit, and also some of money go to stockholders. That's a dividends to the stockholders. That's the big picture of management. All right, so let's move to functions of management. So this text presented the four types of functions in management. So planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. So let's see their major function and then examples. So planning is setting goals and the course of action to be followed. So that's planning. So the planning includes gathering information, what a market needs, and then arrange the information we collected and then identify solution, which solution would help the problem they identify in the market, and then make a decision. That's planning. And organizing is once we finish the planning, we divide the task into jobs and establishing lines of authority. So we can ask those questions. So who should be to each task, and how much authority is needed to complete each task, and how many resources are needed to complete each task? Because in the enterprise, the owner can't do everything. So that's why they do organize tasks and authority to give them away the jobs to people. And then directing is literally directing the jobs. So assigning your employee to jobs and encouraging them to complete their efficiently. So those are questions for directing. So why each task is important, how to complete the task once they assign, and the reward such as payment or recognition. So, and then lastly, controlling. So the controlling is the making those organizing and directing process working well. That's the controlling. So comparing the result of employees' work with company plan. So for control, they often follow these procedures. So gather performance data. So and then compare performance to the plan. So performance data can be the referred from market sales or performance data, the workers' performance. So those are performance data, and compare performance with the plan and determine if change is needed, and then decide what action should be taken, then act right away. So that's the process of manufacturing. And then we can also present the level of management. So management has certain hierarchy, so a structure. So in order to understand their levels of management, we need to think about the authority. So the authorities comes with their responsibility. So the level of authority means responsibility and decision making passes within company. So this chart is comparing the business with school for your understanding. So and then task. So in school, your students and your upper layer, teacher, and then teacher is also belong to a department and department head there is, and then also principal manages all departments. Also, there is a assistant superintendent and superintendent, and then school board. They do vote for every decision. This is the structure of school, but business has the same structure. So, in the bottom, there's workers and supervisor. A supervisor supervise workers, and then also there's a certain departments, and department has a head, and plant manager is similar to principal, and then vice president and president, like superintendent or assistant superintendent. Also, they may have the board of directors. So some company um, is in the some company president make all decisions, but some company such as corporation, big company, they do have board of directors. They make important decisions there, and then stockholder, they invest money and then they got dividends. So this is a process. There's hierarchy. So the task will be worker to work, and then the supervisor assign and supervise, and then department head manage an area, and plant manager manage a single facility. Also, president or vice president, they do control day by day control or control of major functions of area. And then board of director, they do farm policy, and then stockholders, they do make a final decision. This is the level of management in general. Most of company or enterprise has the similar management structure. And then this is the last slide of this first module. So areas of activity in general. So this is the big picture of management activities. So first of all, we do start with an idea or ideas. And then with using the idea, we do research and development. That's the first step of activity. And then once we finished, we start producing the product and do marketing and gain profit. So in the production process, we also have industrial relations and then financial affairs. So they are do this kind of work. So industrial relations, they operate program to find and train companies' workforce. So often this are called HRD, human resource management. So they do operate the company's workforce. They sometimes, if they need, they do train people again. And then financial affairs, they raise money and control company's money. They manage the financial things. These are main areas of activity in management. All right, so I prepared some YouTube video that showing entrepreneurs who is entrepreneur and how can be entrepreneur. So let's watch the video together and then move to the module 2.